Hello everybody, welcome to the World TV stream. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Sunday to everyone who celebrates. I hope you're all doing well. I have a bunch of D4s in my left hand right now, and that is because we are setting forth on a very difficult journey, or at least a very long one. I'm calling it the All-Perk Marathon, for lack of a better name. Give me a second. Dead by Daylight's not the capture window. There we go. We figured it out. Very easy, very quick, very straightforward. So the idea is we are going to be following a set of rules laid forth in front of you right now. Might as well record this. So the idea here is with the All-Perk Marathon, we'll be following a set of rules appearing before you on the screen right above. Right now, we can only use perks that we have unlocked. Perks are spent on use. Each perk can be purchased for the price of 10 other perks, and that is for some perks that we're simply never going to find anyone using because they're god-awful and so beyond a niche with a 0% pick rate. Perks can be unlocked each game for either role. So that means if I'm playing Survivor, I can unlock Survivor perks or I can unlock Killer perks. Just sort of depends on what I need to focus on and what games we play are just gonna be different. It doesn't really make a giant difference. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. Except, I guess the only way to get Killer perks are to play Survivor. So you're slightly incentivized to be playing Survivor during this kind of marathon because that's the quickest way to get perks. Victory is we unlock all perks. Failure is we lose all of them, which would basically just mean we were completely reset, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. There are some specific rules for each role. Survivor, we unlock 1d4 perks per escaped survivor. Now, which perks we unlock with those number of perks that we get depends, right? So we could, if no one escapes, we lose all our perks, we get nothing. That's the end of the match. It sucks. If we get out by ourselves, we lose the perks we equipped, but we get 1d4 perks, so we get sort of a conciliatory prize. 2 survivors get out. We get to roll 2 d4s. It's 4-sided die, 2 d4s. We get that many perks. 3 people get out. We get 3 d4s, all the way up to 4 d4s, which averages anywhere from 4 to 16. So, if we roll poorly, we could also end up coming out behind, so there's a little bit of RNG. And also, for items and add-ons, I put a price system on there. We'll be playing without items unless we want to spend an additional perk to bring an item, or if we want to spend 2 perks to get an item with add-ons. For Killer, same sort of thing. For each survivor we kill, we get 1d4 perks. Add-ons are 1 perk each, with the caveat that we are not allowed to slug for the 4K. So, that means if we down the third survivor, we're going to kill them. We'll just assume we're down to the last 2 survivors. If I don't immediately see the 4th survivor right in front of me, I have to go hook. I hook the survivor I downed, and then I got to go hunting for the 4th survivor. It doesn't matter what else happens. That's just really to keep the games from getting boring trying to go for the 4K. Otherwise, like, I was just like, okay, well, we select for the 4K every single game now. Sweatiest killer games anyone's ever seen. This side of the Mississippi. Let's go, baby. That's not what I want to do. It's boring for me. It's boring for you. It's boring for the players in the game. It just kind of sucks. So that's the rules. We also have a nice little spreadsheet. These are the killer perks, obviously, but the number on the right will be the amount of times we have actually taken that perk, and the amount on the left is how many we have in inventory. So typically they're going to go up at the same time, but may go down at different rates. Yeah, that's about it. And the idea is that as long as there's a number in the right column, we've seen that perk, we've taken it, that is a perk we've collected, it's fine. If it ends up like we get agitation, we lose agitation, and that's fine. As long as it says 1 on the right side, as long as we've seen it, that counts. Not seen it, but we've gathered it. So that's really it. That's the rule. Whether we start on Survivor or Killer is the question. I'm going to say we start on Survivor with really just the most default shit possible, which is going to be nothing. We're going to start with nothing. Very straightforward. I hope you all like the vignette I put around my camera. I don't know if I like it or not, but it does at least allow it to be a little transparent. It's not exactly what I wanted, I think. I don't think it's exactly what I was aiming for. I definitely wanted it to be more just really focused on the outside and then much more not opaque in the middle, but that's not how it's worked out. Not important. Not important at all. Just frustrating. All right. This isn't the copycat, so it's not like we're going to go after particular killers or survivors. So I'm just going to go down to Preset 7. I'm going to... Oh. Breakdown and Wicked are both disabled, of course. Why? Of course. Of course. Just, you know, whatever, man. Disabled. Disabled. Sableless. Without Sable is what this is. So remember, we're dependent on survivors getting out. That means win or lose, we watch the entire match at the end, whether we like it or not. I have to remember this, so I may need reminders. So that way we can determine if we get perks, because it's not even about us escaping. If we do a good job and, like, you know, all the gens get done, but then we get camped in the end game by a Billy just revving his chainsaw, and the other 3 survivors get out, that's still 3d4 perks. That's anywhere from 3 to 12 perks we get to add into the bank. So playing altruistically is, in fact, encouraged. Me getting out and another survivor getting out, really the same thing for us. We've already lost the perks we're using. I guess I'll add the caveat. I'll have to add it to the actual rules, but I'll add the caveat that if I die with an item, the item's gone. But if I buy an item, I escape with an item, I get to keep the item. Because that seems reasonable. I'm like purchasing the item and maybe not the add-ons, because those are going to go away no matter what. But the item itself, I'm free to keep. Ooh, that also means I can open chests and get a free item to carry forward. I kind of like that. That gives me a reason to do other things. Yeah, we're going to keep that. Any item I get in game can also be kept and used, but not the add-ons, unless I have a perk that lets me maintain the add-ons. Which, technically, up the ante, that gives me a reason to use it, to be like, I'm going with a good I'm going to get an item, I have good add-ons on it, I purchased it, I'm going to be able to carry that forward each match with my one up the ante, because no one runs up. Fuck! Bro, what are these killer queue times? Oh wait, I'm playing Survivor. What are these Survivor queue times? What is this? What is going on? You know, I really don't like the vignette. I'm just going to turn it off for right now until I get it better. This isn't really what I was going for when I did this. I really like the idea of the vignette, but it is just not accomplishing what I wanted. So we're just going to pop that right off right now. Just going to get rid of that mother... Good luck, everybody. I'm rooting for all of you, because I must. Cheers, RGG2. Cheers, Axis of Evils. Cheers, Blondie. My mom's a big fan of Blondie. I used to have to listen to her in the car. She'd be driving my happy little kid ass to school. His 80s music or talk radio the whole way. Yeah, one of those is definitely Blondie. She was a big fan. And Blondie has interesting imagery in her songs. Like that one about like aliens abducting her. That was crazy. I did not see that coming. I was like, damn, the aliens. This song's nuts. Survivors in the dying state may still escape by crawling to the exit gate of the hatch. Very technically, you could get out in that state, but it requires a heal tech, because it's very rare that you just get to be let go like that. It just doesn't fucking happen all that often. What the fuck? Alright, here we are. Match details. There are 2 secret offerings. We have no idea what it means. Oh, we have a blight. Probably means some strong perks. Maybe a little hopeful of me to try to... He fucking DC'd. I'm gonna have to think about how I rule on like early DCs in games and whatnot. Yeah, I'll heal you, bot. Don't worry, I got you like that, fam. Doing a totem. I mean, this is boding well. I think we get 0 people out. That's fine. We'll just restart the streak. Not streak. Restart the marathon. It's fine. We'll just restart it. Why does it seem like you were still injured? Jen's about to get nuked. The bot's incapable of letting go, that's okay. I understand. Damn. Oh. Dude, he does not give a fuck about me. I do not exist. So remember I was talking all like, you know, it's not about whether or not we get out, it's about how many people. But there's no fucking way it is time to do fucking an invocation right now. Damn it. I misread the position in there big time. Big spins for big wins. Damn it, I got caught a little bit on the hook, but I don't think it made much of a difference. 4 lanes is very difficult. Yeah, let's just do a fucking invocation, Michaela. Let's do it, invo-fucking-cation. You're not gonna commit? Why are you letting go of the invocation at all right now? What additional help is letting go of the invocation and then standing on it doing for you? I guess because you're not immediately injured. That's the only, I mean, it was full. But she did that like every time someone went down. Just try to let go of it when someone got hooked and then just get right back on it. But just stay on the fucking thing. I'm upset enough that you brought a fucking invocation. Goddamn killer perk, man. It's a goddamn killer perk. Yeah, Michaela, look at the state of the 3v1 we're in. Look how things went while it was a 3v1. Was the invocation good for you? Did it cream you? Did it give us a real good? You fucking feel fulfilled on the inside? Yeah. Feeling like it was a good decision. Feeling like good game state for us. We're gonna spoon that totem. I mean, it did go out. He did snuff the boon. This is accurate. There could not be a more critical activity than keeping the boon active right now. Like, it is just peak requirements. Oh my god, why are we fucking bringing invocations and boons in Dead by Daylight? It's 2025. Rosela, I mean, I know on the other hand, I also get it. We're at 5 gens at DC, so on death. Like, I don't know what Michaela not being in basement would have done differently for us. I feel like Blight is just what happened to Blight? No one's been in chase for a bit. Did he just feel bad? And he's just looking for Michaela now? No, he's chasing the. He's on the bot. Oh, okay. There goes Kate. No, I was curious about the game state. I was wondering about what was happening with Blight because it's been a minute since I saw any activity, or I figured it out. Oh, we just rebooting totems now. Like we're not even pretending. Michaela's not even pretending. All right. Well, I need to try to reason with Blight here. I don't know if it's possible. Good talk. Did any of you bring items? I'm gonna take those with me. Or try to. Alright, well I want to try to outlast Michaela on principle. I wanna drive tractor. I wanna drive the tractor. I'm gonna run with Michaela. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking run with you. Don't worry. Yes. 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 No? Wait, I don't worry, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I can back that ass up too. Yeah, look at me go. Look at this, look at that ass go. Yeah, you got the fucking moves. Look at this man, he's got the fucking schmoves. That's as far as I can go. Let me back that ass up. Damn it. See, I always fall apart right there. Huh? You want me to go rescue her? Okay. It probably will be faster. Damn it, I'm bad at fucking sandbagging. Don't worry, I understand the assignment. All right, we get 1d4 perks. It's nowhere here. It's nowhere but up. It's nowhere but up. Yeah. No, she's fucking tricksy. I'm telling you, she's fucking tricksy. We fucking got her, man. We fucking got you. Yeah. 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 She went in the basement. Yeah. She went in the fucking basement. I fucking saw what you did. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit! I almost learned how to steer it. Alright, Blight can check the outer track way faster than we can. We check inner track and we keep an eye on Blight. That's how you dual search. Vroom! I just wanted to say goodbye. You will play in this game. Thank you for Hatch. Hexiest Hex? Oh, goddamn. Alright, I need to roll a 1d4. I get two! I get 2 perks! Alright, we have to pick what 2 perks that we take out of here. Now, here's the temptation. This game didn't go super well, so we didn't get a whole lot. And frankly, I don't think there's like any 2 perks that I want to like really take and be like, dims what we fall back on. But here's the thing. We got a couple rare options here. We got an Invocation and Shadow Step. We could take Invocation and Shadow Step here and just do another game no perks. I mean, technically, there's really nothing stopping me from doing no perks all game, but I'm not intending to abuse this long term. This is not very interesting. And it also lowers our success rate of getting perks per match. So, I think the smart move here is, yeah, I just take the Invocation and the Boon. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna open up the Perk Progress. Alright, we're gonna go over to here. And Survivor. Alright, we're taking some Shadow Step. Alright, the other thing we're gonna take is that Invocation. That's Weaving Spiders. So, we have a couple of options now. That's something. Alright, that's more than we've had since I started. This is the first match. It's more, so that's it. It's the first match, and now we have 2 options. There we go. Mission accomplished. So yeah, I'm arguing that we go for, we didn't escape with an item, but I argue we go for just another blank perk set. We just roll with it. You know, I can bring offerings. Offerings aren't tied to spending perks. I can bring whatever the fuck I want for offerings. Alright, if this doesn't go well, I might as well like a Perkless Trapper or something. Try to get some points that way. I'm not going to allow myself to use, it sounds kind of back-ass words, but I'm not going to allow myself to use like a Strong Killer to Perkless stick to farm perks, because then that actually kind of would be unreasonable. Like Perkless Kaneki, I'm getting at least 2 kills a game. That's 2d8 a game, really no stress. Oh yeah, I should at least show the die result each time. Not that it would be difficult for me to fake it, but there's the 2 I rolled, so we got 2 perks. I might roll a fancier die next time, but sometimes they're hard to like show up on camera. Like if I had rolled this and gotten a 2, yeah, I guess it shows up just fine. You can tell what that is. Well, here goes nothing. Let's see how everything pans out. Also have this fancy ass style. Look at that. How well does this one show up? Oh, like that's like impossible to actually see what I would roll on this. If the camera would focus on it a little bit better, but it won't because it's fucking clear. Oh. There we go. Okay, so that one might be a pain in the ass to roll. But we'll see how it goes. Match numero dos in the all perk marathon. GG, good luck Nia, good luck Rulian. How your game's been tonight? Good luck out there in the fog. We all need it. Some free blood points, we'll take that. So we went up against a Blight last time. Same old, same old. Last match was a 3-blink nurse with our reading on Hawkins. I just got out of a Blight game. DC'd when the last gen popped. See, now that's not how the Blight game went. Survivor DC'd on first down, and then another Survivor did an invocation and then went around rebooning the entire game. I think the other two of us were playing normally and then kind of realized we were doomed. Fuck a duck. At least I got the stun! It's a Bubba, by the way. I am so lucky that that pallet was there. That was just... Whew. Yeah, no, it's you know, it all boils down. It's the opposite side of the coin, right? For every one of those games, you get the other kind of a game. If we got a Bubba, that's pretty majestic. That bodes well. We like it a Bubba. Is good is good. Bubba M1's good to know. There are some Bubbas that will not go for the M1 ever. They'll just drop it and go for the chainsaw every single time. But no, this one will swing for the M1. That means getting healed is valuable. Okay, fucking... So now it knows. Okay, see, it's bamboozle. That's not a surprise, but just, you know, good to note aloud. That doesn't look like it was pop. Oh shit. Alright. You lost the 50. Yeah, it happens. The ultimate, you win some, you lose some. Okay, we got the unhook on Steve. No. Go get the heal. I'm going to stop this Jin from regressing. But nah, it's a good thing to note because really good Bubbas will absolutely go for the M1 when it's their only option. It's typically people that are still learning Bubba. They're like, I'm literally only going to chainstone. My power is insta-down. Why would I not insta-down? Like, no. Head for those M1s. Clean it up later. Iron Maiden? Okay, that's good to know. No locker teching the Bubba. Unless you're injured, in which case, locker tech the Bubba. Listen, this is a Bubba that got locker teched one time, and he's like, never again. And you know what? Fair enough. Oh, Bubba bumped into the pallet. He's having a tantrum. All right, Bubba left me. This over here is a dead zone. Oh fuck, yeah. Good to know. Please don't have Eerie. Please don't have Eerie. Please do not. We need some Jin progress. What is Jane doing? I don't think I've seen Jane touch a Jin the whole match. I've just seen her hiding around the killer. She's in main, just standing there. Beautiful. Fuck me. Damn it. Yeah, every game, man. People just allergic to doing the Jins. Nah, he called the fact that I was gonna do it. I was wondering if he would fall for the same trick twice. He didn't. Rip. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't burn any perks for this. Let's get this gym done if at all possible. Oh, she's in the basement. Thank you. I don't see Bubblicious. I hear Bubblicious. Oh, shit balls. He does have Bam Bam. Okay, Steve got the save. I think Steve might have been on the dead zone gen. Nope, I don't know what gen he was on. Well, I don't know what gen the morale booster is going to be, but he had a gen that had some progress, I thought. I'll get on the dead zone gen. Okay, main's done. Jane, stop checking chests! Look at the game state! Make decisions! You fucking little rat. The nerds mess about the zero safe pallets in Windows now. It's in a pretty rough state. We dropped the saw. I should have faked it, but I don't have that hard. But I respect that you respect all this shackity, ma'am. You definitely gotta greet him. I feel like we still got. I feel like that was not the biggest issue for us here. I think Jane doing Jane things has cost us more than any map rework. But I do feel like the decrease in pallet density is very feelable against killers like Bubba because they kind of do just eat the pallets. Okay, she didn't drop it. I mean, she's looping Bubba next to me, so you can't get the rescue, but she didn't drop the pallet. And she took the hit. And she gone. All right, we have a fighting chance here. All right, actually, good point. Let's go on this. Fuck it. There's another pallet to window, but it's a shit pallet and a window. That damn bubble. Is Bubba coming back? No, I think he's gonna be on Steve. Unless he has Tinker. Oh, Steve got the save. He's on Steve and shit, we actually might get this gen done. I'm gonna try going the other way. I think I saw the exit gate pop bubble over here, right? Like, this is doable. I'll take this. Fine. This does not have enough to heal me, unfortunately. But I will take it, because I would like to have an item. That's for 3 points? No, that's a good point. Maybe she gets hatch. Oh yeah, she gets hatch! I get an extra D4! Let's fucking go! Hang on, get hatch! Jane, live! We should not have gotten out. No, we got very lucky and Bubba spread hooks very optimally for us. Let's go on with Jane. Oh, Jane's dead. Not healing there was the move. Yeah, I agree. I think it was the right move. Wait, what? Is she getting hatch? Is Bubba's giving her the out? I don't know. Do I count this? Do I count the donation? Kind as Bubba, Jesus Christ. I don't know if I count the donation there. You know what? I did roll a D4 when Blight let me go, so I think I've already ruled on that then. Alright, 3D4. How many perks do I get? A 4. So I rolled a 4. A 2. Work! You just got to take my word on that one. And a 3. I don't know why I will not focus on the beach one. GG's from it. GG, well played, Outer Dragon. You did really well. That was very kind of you to let Jane go. 7. So I get 9 perks I can steal here. Hydrate. Shit. Alright, you got me there. I can hydrate. Alright, I have to pick 9 perks. What do we pick here? I need to go for rarities, I think, first off, and then maybe a couple quality of life perks with the extras. Anything here that's like particularly rare? I want to say specialist. I'm never going to see this perk again. So that's why Jane was searching all the chests, just because she had specialist. So I'm gonna pop specialist. Actually, her whole build is shit I'm never gonna fucking see again. Holy hell. I'm literally never gonna see her build again. Any of these perks. Are you kidding me? The problem is I need some perks to start using. I can't just keep running perkless. It's gonna slow the game down a shit ton. But I do have 9. Where is it? Plunderer's Instinct. Wait, is it? There's no way I'm missing Plunderer's Instinct. Oh, here it is. For real, Chad 12 hook Bubba. That is a hard way to play Bubba. It's a hard way to play any killer, honestly, but accolades, man. It is niche as hell. That's why I'm spending 9 of my points getting all these perks, because I'm never going to see them again. No, not pre-roll ads. Why are they on again? I don't like it. Ace in the hole, literally the first perk on the list, and I'm looking for it. Alright, that's 4 out of 9. I have 5 more points to spend. I think I'm going to take Will Make It and Sprint Burst so I can start running some perks. That's right. It's on the... There's so many fucking perks. And then Sprint Boist. Alright, that's 6 points. I have 3 more, right? Yeah, I have 3 more points to spend. Let's get a couple killer perks unlocked. I think Forever Entwined is not something I see all that often. Actually, no, wait, I do see Forever Entwined. Oh, Idle Dragon, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the TARDIS. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Iron Maiden might be one we don't see all that often. 2 perks left. To make my life easier, I'm gonna take Bamboozle's pretty common. You know, I'll take Fire Up. That's a good meaty, like meat in the middle perk. And then with the last perk, what do I take? You know what, Kindred. I'm gonna take Kindred, and we're gonna run 3 perks next game. So these are gonna immediately go back down because I'm gonna spend these perks. For those that are interested in the rules, there they are. Kindred. Alright. So we're going to run Kindred. We'll make it Sprint Burst. And we escaped with an item, so I'm going to use that same item for free. Since we escaped with it. That's our item now. We're allowed to use it. Very first pallet stun, you saw blood but never a down. Yeah, it's always risky trying to stun Bubba. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. I've been on both sides of the interaction. I thought I was dead though. I for real thought I was dead. So hang on, we need to go back to the board and I need to make sure I mark these as 0 remaining. Where's We'll Make It? 0 remaining, and then Sprint Burst 0 remaining. So there we go. We've spent our perks. We're all ready to go. But do you play a lot of Bubba Outer Dragon? Because yeah, you definitely you played it well. You took the M1s when you needed to, and that's something a lot of Bubbas they get overly like. I'm just gonna get the chainsaw. I love Bubba. He's so much fun. I've had like a brief foray recently doing his snowball build with Infectious Fright and the Eerie add-on that makes it so you get your charges back, plus a little bit of that forced hesitation. You know, people stick together. Oh, everyone gonna die. Sorry, folks. Beautiful. Next match, we have a couple perks this time. We have an item. Let's see how it goes. Now, of course, if we lose the item, in other words, we do not escape with the item or we die, then that means that item's gone, and these perks are gone no matter what. We've spent them. They've been used. And I think now that we started using perks, I'm not going to be allowed to do perkless anymore. Because I feel like that's too easy of an out for me to go like, okay, well, I'll just use no perks, and then I can't run out of perks, and then I can also acquire perks. That's not the point of this. If we run out of perks and we have to start playing perkless games, that means we reset everything. We have no perks. But with great expense, we can build up some safety perks and be like, hey, we can use these if we're like, I'll have 10 of these, and if for any reason I find myself in a bad spot, I can exchange them for another perk. At least that's the goal. If that number ends up being too punishing, I may adjust it down the line, but I felt like 10 was a good round number that didn't make it too easy to just be like, I buy 5 sprint bursts. I buy 5 sprint bursts. Sprint burst. I get all the sprint bursts. I get all the common perks every time. I run meta builds to 200 of each, and then I buy all of the other perks I need, and we win. That was the one I wanted. Ooh, Ghostface. I love Ghostface. I haven't played Ghostface in a minute. All right, let's do the most risky gen you can do against Ghostface right up. The fuck? Did they get rid of this gen? Where'd it go? Is it over here now? Okay. I keep forgetting that they moved some of these gens around. Like, I'm not used to having the spawn down here. I'm used to only spawning on the second floor. I also remember when that second floor had a window in that gen room, making it one of the strongest windows in the entire game. Rivaling Napkin Lane back when that meant something. Which arguably could have been a patch ago. No! Bah. 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 He's not looking at the left side of the screen. He doesn't understand the situation we're in. Bro. No, no, no. Go! What? Did you not hear the terror radius? Damn it. Now I'm fucked. Fuck! I didn't even see him. I straight up did not even see him there. But I'm the only one trying to do anything to try to turn the situation around, so. It's big GG's. Like, no one else is paying attention to the game state. Let me go next! Oh yeah, we're fucked. That's fucking GG's. No, there's nothing we can do. He's already mourning his first survivor. Right, heal me, then heal me here. But we've already lost. Yeah, he was over there. He looked. Oh, he's still... I think whatever points we manage to get out of this, if any, we just take them, give them the killer, and we try to run a killer game. She's gonna go. Do that. Oh my god. What happens? Got stuck on trash. Nope. Well, somehow this game is remaining semi-playable. Oh, well, not when that happens. No, you don't have to play over this hurry in a match. Oh, no worries. I understand. Don't run at the hook. You alright? Now we're gonna make it over to... Hopefully he runs long enough that we get both these gens done. Somehow. Somehow I get my gen done. I know where her gen was. I also know that they're looping around the pallet next to the gen, unfortunately. Damn it! The one who went for the save. No, you can get out of my chat. No, it's okay. You didn't go get the save while I was doing a gen and you were closer. And it led to a situation where someone had to try to go get a save. And there was no good option. If I didn't try to go get the save, you weren't gonna fucking do it. Resilience! I don't have resilience. Fuck, he called it. GG's. Proxy camping, 2 hooks. Nah, we don't need to do anything about this. I should stay on the gin and let one person try to go get the save. I'm paying attention to game state. I'm so smart. I'm Mr. Frames per stab. Alright, so no one escaped. We get no perks and we lose the perks we brought. Alright, well, we are not in good shape. We have already taken out the perks we used for Survivor. Let's take a look at what we have for Killer. No, that's not right. We don't have Call O'Brien. Or Dragon's Grip. Or, why are some of these at... They're all the same columns that are at 1. Okay, something went wrong when this was getting formatted. I don't know why it set all of these to 1. I definitely don't have all of them. Alright, I don't know what happened there. Did it not record any of the perks I took down from Bubba? I have Fire Up and Iron Maiden. That's right, I really don't have too much. Okay, we're going to use Fire Up. And that's probably it. But I need to use it on someone that's going to get work done. Someone I can really rely on at the end of the day. Someone who I know is going to deliver. Who do I have that's going to be able to do what I need to do without any add-ons either? Because that's the other thing. Add-on free. You know, I'm going to give it to the Fredster. There's no quick way to clear builds. Alright, so Fire Up has been consumed in the fire. We have 0 Fire Ups left. Well, that's good. I love it when I see people with matching names. Nod for Spanks, Nod for Hugs, Nod for Kisses, and V2 Fias. This is a good sign for us. Alright, here goes quite literally nothing. Alright, Freddy, fire up. That's all we need. So for killer, remember we get perks per survivor killed. So it's not necessarily that we win if we kill 2 survivors. That's 2d4 perks. That's going to put us ahead. Alright, and we got Midwich. That's pretty good. Take that. Looks like we spawned, yep, downstairs. I don't know why by default we can start spawning any of these dream pallets before people really expect it. Hell yeah! So she is immune to sleep, but that was a very bad start for her. She didn't expect the double back. No one expects the double vault there. It's very experienced people. They be out there expecting that double vault. Okay, we lost the Jinn, gained a stack. We have 2 obsessions, of course. Failed skill check over there. Strange. Wasn't a failed skill check, it was her. Oh. It's of course important to break all the pallets on Midwich. What the fuck is wrong with my power? Oh, nice that hard. I got someone with a fucking dream pallet rupture! Bro, I deserve an extra D4 for that. Based on absolutely nothing. Why's everyone coming into this dead room? Wait for my power to come back? I finished the heal before I would have been able to teleport, but it was a good idea. Put her to sleep. Okay. Wait, what? You're crazy. Now she's blocked on that side away from the pallet. Get rid of this pallet. Fuck this pallet. No one else is here. Why would someone else be here? Alright, so that's one D4 confirmed. One, two. Okay. Yep, I thought you would take that for some reason. Dead hard? Yeah, there's no reason you would say that unless you had dead hard. Also, I'm pretty sure I remember you trying to use dead hard. Listening for anything that sounds like a flashbang coming. Okay, it's 2d4s secured. Do a little teleport. Random shot hits. Third. Most likely a 3d4. I do not see fallen men anywhere nearby. Okay, she was somewhere over here. Yep, she found it. Oh, we got 3d4. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. For one perk, we'll take that. Jeez, killing this game. Alright, we're rolling 3d4. Let's see how many perks we get. And of course, I think we're going to have to play a survivor game to get more killer perks, because we just really don't have that many killer perks right now to work with. Ooh, okay, we got 5. We rolled a 5. You get to take 5 perks with us here. Let's take a look at what we have. We're gonna have to maybe not stick so much as to like stuff that we don't see all that often into stuff that's really gonna like make a difference for us. I do see a decisive strike. I think we're gonna take that. Where is decisive strike? Oh, I'm in killer perks. That would do it. That would make it hard to find. So that's 1. We had a whole bunch of we're gonna live forever. We have a dramaturgy. Let's take a dramaturgy so we have an exhaustion perk. That's 2. New vigil. Let's take that. That'll be 3. You know what? How about Dead Art and we'll make it. All right, there we go. 5 points spent. Oh, dear Lord, Freddy, you got a lot of blood points out of that. Oh, blood point maker, what the hell? How did you get 200,000 blood points on a match? You need to calm down, slow down, sir. Take a deep breath. Who's my main killer? That would be ye old Myers. I love playing Myers. He's got to be my favorite. Who's yours? I feel like you have a pretty good killer experience. Oh. Not P100 yet? Nah, if you take a look at all my characters, I just play a lot of all the killers, except for most of the new ones. So, I have like a P15 Legion, P10 Doctor, P10 Cannibal, P71 Myers, P13 Trapper, P9 Nurse, P14 Ghostface, P12, P11, P11, P9. I just P11. I just play a whole bunch of them. I have a bunch of I have a couple of P100 survivors, but that's because survivors are just skins. It's really easy for me to be like, I just like this skin and I like its skin, so I'm gonna play it. I'm working on making Myers my first P100 killer. But I get killer ADHD. I like playing one killer all the time is very difficult. I don't know how people like really dedicate themselves to one killer. Why isn't this working? It's like not flowing. It's clogged. There we go. 200 alien, a doctor, and close to your next one, animatronic. Very nice. Xenomorph is fun, but like... Wait, I queued? I didn't mean to queue. I didn't mean to queue. I need to back out. I just meant to spend blood points. Alright, this is gone. We need to get some killer perks built up. So what did I say? I was going to go Decisive Strike, Dead Hard. We're seeing so many of those, it feels like... Oh yeah, and then Dramaturgy. You know what, maybe just Decisive Strike, Dramaturgy. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but fuck it. We'll just have 2 perks. Let's go. Who needs perks? Me, but fuck it. You could probably teach me a thing or two about Doctor then. I do not really have the understanding of when and from where I should actually shock people on a lot of loops. I get the gist of some of it. But when I'm on like a medium-sized loop with just like a pallet and a wall. I just find myself going in a circle, zap, 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 and it just never, and they still get to the pallet, and then I'm like, that's the face of maggots. And then I don't know what to do. I get very frustrated, you know? Do you frustrated? Does it make sense? Oh, I should mark these as spent. So decisive and dramaturgy. Spent. Damn. What is with the survivor queue? Why is it so slow? I didn't think it was supposed to be like this. I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. Ah, water. I love water. That shit's so good. Man, I don't know who invented water, but they were having a good day when they did that shit. The fuck is baby steps? Plays Nate, an unemployed fail son with nothing going for him until one day he discovers a power he never knew he had, putting one foot in front of the other. My God. Well, this is just him falling down a cliff. I'm like, you know, maybe that didn't go as well as he thought. Alright, so that game looks bizarre. It looks like it's a very physics-based game where you literally have to take steps. Literally. Each step. It's also the first time I've ever read the word fail son, and I get the gist of what it means, but I still want to look at some official documentation on fail sons now. Got it. I looked up what it means, and it's very close to what I assumed. Here we go. Someone may have brought us here. Isn't that Krasue sounds? Yeah, I haven't seen Krasue in a while. That's a rare interaction at this point. I think it's fair to just go ahead and take that. Maybe we get an item. No, we got the double boost. That would have been nice in a chase. Really, what you want to do is get the exposed while you're doing nothing, and then next time you use it, you're guaranteed not to get exposed. You might even get an item along the way. Oh, he's carrying himself. Fair enough. I don't have the most progressed Jin, so I wouldn't have to worry about Pain Resonance, but it looks like Pain Resonance wasn't in play, or Sable's Jin would have went boom! Like that. Okay, I see Sable working on a gen. I'm going to see where that gen pops, and that's going to decide whether or not I get up to go get the save. Okay, Sable's closer to the save than I am, so Sable should be the one to get it, and then we can get 2 gens done. Beautiful. And Resurgence. Ooh, that's a good perk. Okay, this is a very good game for us right now. 2 gens for potentially 2 hook states is a huge improvement over the last couple games. We got a street gen done, and then this gen done, and I don't think that leaves much of a 3 gen for the killer to protect. She's infected Felix Lichta, who's now in a bad situation. We have eyes on the chase. It's always good. So the only gen that she knows hasn't been worked on is this gen, so it's a good gen for us to rotate through. Get an item. Exposed. Perfect. Okay. With the exposed out of the way, we know if we use this in chase, we're not going to get exposed. We might scream, we might get an item, we might get extra distance, but we're definitely not going to be exposed. Oh, someone already got the... Why would you get the save like that in that scenario? Oh. Yeah, bud. I couldn't. I'm sorry. Bro, yeah, I was about to say, you're gonna want to transform. But I am genuinely so fucking sorry. I really wanted to body block that, but she just slid right past me. I'm fucking so sorry. So I need to take chase now. Ready for the transform? Damn it. Well. You seriously don't know who's worse, Crosshair or Ghoul? I think Ghoul, because I think Crosshair's interactions are a little bit more difficult to do in more optimal situations. Like, that was possibly the worst showing I could have given, but like, in a loop that's not specifically this, where I play it like ass, because I don't understand how to check spot it. Why is he can't be greeting it like that? See, this is what I mean. Felix was doing, okay, we gotta get healed and then somehow take this away from Felix. If she stays on Felix, we gotta save him and use DS offensively. Oh, hey, I got an item. So I get to... Oh, fuck. Oh, there it is. Where is this? Fuck. Naturally. Well, I tried to take the necessary aggro. I tried. Sable could have got back on that gen. I had good progress. I'm gonna get in this to try to block our reading. Because I'm simply just not in a good space to try to deal with this. It appears that lockers no longer block our reading? I'm so confused. Why was she over there? And then she left again. I'm so lost. I was like, it was an add-on. I actually don't know Crossway's add-ons very well. Maybe when I get broken condition, they gave my ROA. No, she like came over here, looked at me, and then left. She might. Oh, you know what? She was probably just checking this gen. There. That's all I got to protect myself right now is carrying myself in this condition, I guess. Okay. She kicked that gen, so now it's time for me to go. Not to mention I'm cured of the blight. Oppression would have affected my gen, but I got the skill check, so she doesn't actually know if it's being worked on or not. Oh shit. I did the best I could. When she went past, maybe I should have run back around, but like that power, I don't know what you do about it. No, why are they working on the same gen still? You need to split into 2 different gens. You can't do just one gen. Like you can't do what you're doing. You literally cannot do the thing that you were doing. There are 2. Another gen had comparable progress, and then you're not even gonna finish it. They made every bad decision. They worked on the same gen in the end game instead of splitting progress against 2 gens. They graded it. They canceled the greed. They tried to heal the survivor that got down to 2 seconds ago instead of picking the unhook. Yeah, I tried. Jesus fucking Christ. Split gens. Don't just do 1 gen in the end game. Also, don't try to pick up a survivor 2 seconds after they're downed. Also, if you're gonna greed, commit. I don't know. What the fuck? Why? There's nothing for me to get out of the match. It's 0 D4s. But everything we used is gone. Because survivors don't know how to play Dead by Daylight. Like, we were winning. We were winning by so much. It's obscene. But instead of splitting pressure, they're just like, we're doing the 1 gen she's checking on every 5 seconds. We're just going to do that one. It's personal. No, it isn't. One person pressures that gen. Another person pressures the gen on the other side of the map. That's it. And for the love of God, survivors, stop picking up people that got down 2 seconds ago. Unless you're using for the people, you're not picking them up in time. 0%. Never gonna happen. Was Crossway gonna like go across the map in your book? And like go into the far corner and like check her watch and be like, gotta check the oven, go downstairs, put something in the oven, get a drink out of the fridge, come back upstairs, sit down at the computer, come back and start playing again. Oh boy. Just give Sable time to pick up everybody. We're also gonna unhook and heal, and then we'll go back and do the gen. Like, I feel like I can never complain about a killer when I watch survivors do these things. And I'm looking at the left side of my screen without even R reading, I would be able to say like, this is a really bad plan. Don't do this. And then even Felix just being like, I've been unhooked next to this gen 3 times. I'm gonna keep doing it. Like, no, dude, go somewhere else. Like, now she knows 100% of the time if she's looking for you, go to this gen on this area of the map. That's where you are. And she was right. Infallibly. This was the reason. This was the reason I played StarCraft instead of League of Legends or Defense of the Ancients. Because I realized that unless I could control everything on the board, things were going to go wrong. And things still went wrong when I played StarCraft. I was far from perfect. Top 5%, not top 0.1%. So I definitely had things I had to improve on. But like, I had cohesive plans. Like things went together. They were sensible. I need an RTS version of Dead by Daylight where I control all 4 survivors. My God. All right, we have to pick at least one survivor perk. You know what? I'm gonna take Invocation Weaving Spiders. I'm gonna take just this because I don't give a fuck if I lose this. I hate this perk. I hate invocations. I hate everyone that uses invocations. You're all just it's just, I've never had a game go well where someone brings an invocation. It always goes bad. Now I'm bringing it. But the difference is I'm not going to use it. They always go bad because the person with the invocation's using it. And then the killer is barbecue and they go down there and down them and hook them in basement and then they leave and then the basement owner happens and guess where the killer goes? Basement. And guess who's in basement doing the invocation? The person who's fresh off arc. Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't use the perks they want, but I am saying that they shouldn't want to use invocation. That's all. It's not that they're wrong to use it. It's wrong that they want to use it. Fuck you. One of the things would have gone different if I had just body blocked Crosswick correctly the first time. Then Felix wouldn't have gone down, like right after. I tried to body block. It was just, she got right around me in her little head form. There's nothing I could really do. I don't know what I could have done different to prevent that. I tried though. And hell, with DBD's coding the way it is, there's every chance I would have been directly between the two of them and her lunge would have just went around my body and hit him. Just been like, well, technically how the hitbox is designed is it spawns 1 meter out in front of her with no hitbox directly in front of her body. So that means if you try to block her, the hitbox goes around you because it was never on you, so technically... That's how I expect that conversation to go. But that's gonna bother me the rest of the night. The fact that I didn't body block for Felix correctly, that I couldn't take that hit. It would have made a difference. So would have healing first. I don't know. I guess taking the mushroom first does make sense. It gave me a chance to stop the Jin from regressing, but also failing the oppression check sucked. I just wasn't expecting it, and I failed the check, and that kind of ended it. That sucks. It would have been really good to get oppression. That's not a common perk. It's not a bad perk. It's just not a good perk, so it doesn't get picked. I'm going to not use this invocation. I'm going to have it equipped, and I'm not even going to go into basement. It's going to blow people's minds. They're like, why did you bring it? They're like, because it's bad. I wanted to show that you could bring the worst perk with no perks, essentially playing perkless, and still watch everyone die. But I am convinced the strategy here for this marathon is to just go for killer perks, get all the killer perks as fast as possible, and then use those to get survivor perks. Because honestly, I think spending any points to get off survivor on survivor perks is just kind of a waste, because you're just fundamentally more likely to get dice playing on the killer side than you are on the survivor side. Survivor side is way too dependent on everyone playing the correct way and not the fun way. And people are still very enamored with the idea of having fun instead of winning, which is crazy, because again, coming from StarCraft, no one gave a fuck if you were having fun. If you weren't winning, you were fucking losing. You were shit. Fuck you. No one cares about what you say or think. Show me that win-loss ratio. Show me your MMR. That's how you have a valid opinion. And it may have been toxic. It may have been wrong. But goddamn, did it not really work at all. Alright, so the first hit's always guaranteed. Doesn't say anything, but a V can loop for 3. Okay, actually, switching targets may work for us. That's an M1. That's important because V cleanses. That means Ghoul's power goes on reset once that purple bar empties. Which is good for everybody involved. Plus, we have 2 gens with reasonable progress. V even gets back on one of the gens that had progress. This is a really good sign. This is also not a great map for Ghoul, I feel like, because there's a lot of alternative paths for a survivor to take. And just so we can get ahead of it, not that I expect this to be the situation, but if we do get a DC, then we are counting that, at least like a killer DCs, that is a 4-person out. I don't give it, that's what the screen at the score screen says. That's how we counted it. Okay, we have another switch of targets. Sort of a last-minute usage of power. Alright, 2 gens on opposite side of the map. That's really, really good for us. Yeah, we need to delay any aggression for as long as we can. Okay, we have V and Steve doing a little bit of a reset. Why would you even look here first? You're crazy. Who in their right mind is checking that spot first? Bye then. Now take this pressure back around gens that have been completed. Back on the V. This is rapid target switching, which I'm not accustomed to. Hey, rub my back. Thank you. I have perks that are not very helpful for us, but are very, very. You know, I just have bad perks. I just have to inform you of that. A bad perk. The gin in here hasn't been done. Okay, first hook of the game. Basement hook. Man, it's good that I didn't even... I briefly did think. Invocation. That fucking... He could have got a grab there if he had been quicker on the draw. Yeah, I'm very sorry, Steve, but like... Okay, this file's gone. He's camping that basement pretty hard. You can see that he's still there. Look at that anti-camp bar. Bro, don't even go. Let the anti-camp bar happen. Ah, shit. Fucking hell, dude. Don't fast vault it. That might let him know where we are. Okay, we have to make this huge pressure we're giving him count by immediately getting back on Jones. V needs to get healed, and everyone else needs to just do Jin. Here's the downside. I have not identified one perk on this guy. Oh, pain noses. Fuck me. I didn't think it would hit, but I also had no choice but to try to throw it. We're gonna... Steve! You don't have breakout! Steve, I haven't been hooked yet. I'm Steve, I'm blind. You blinded me, Steve. We can't rest on our morals here. We literally have to get these gens done. Like, we are losing all of the early game pressure we have. It is all gone right now. What do you think? You're a beautiful, beautiful man, Steve. I want you to know that. I respect you. Steve the Hair Harrington. AKA the Big Herringbone. AKA, you know, Lime Lips. Okay, this is a good scenario for us to be doubled up around gins that I think are very far apart from each other on opposite sides of the map. This is an optimal situation for us. We may be able to get out of this game and get some Perk shot across the way. I mean, cross the way. Ghoul. Very different killer. If we can somehow get 44 out of this game. You want me to hydrate? Alright, hang on. I might have to get more water for hydrations later. Sorry, Steve, I had to drink that water. I mean, that's not getting done in time. I honestly think the other gen gets done. I'm going to start making my way to the other exit gate. That way we can attack both exit gates simultaneously. Shit, he's on her. All right. Is no one opening the other exit gate? I don't have any deets on where other survivors are. Oh, I actually thought that would work. No! Well, that's actually, you know what, fine. Let me die and then everyone else should just escape. I'll just, you know, they should just open the gates and leave. They should open the gates and leave. There's no way we're getting out of basement. They're gonna try to make a rescue attempt here. I thought about killing myself, but here's the problem. It might just mean that this goes more slapdash than it needs to. However this rescue attempt happens. They didn't pop the gate! Where the fuck are they? They fucking aren't here! Where the fuck did they go? They weren't here popping the fucking gate! They went to the other gate this time! Of course, of course! I mean, why would you not go to the same gate again? Why would you? That would be crazy if you just went to the same fucking place if you had any degree of consistent fucking behavior. Why would you have it? Who knows? That would be weird, wouldn't it, if we just fucking did shit? Listen, it's not that I'm extremely mad, it's just that I'm extremely mad. They just went to the other gate this one time because, well, of course they did. Of course they went to the other gate this time. I should have killed myself. I should have just killed myself on hook. Let's just path 90 degrees the other direction, everybody. Let's just go to the other place for no reason. It is. Thank you for trying. Didn't know we were going to the other gate this time. It caught me off guard. Good luck next game. At least 3 people got out. I should have just opened the gate and left. I should have just opened the gate and left. Alright, 4, 3, and 3. We got 10. Alright, well, we're taking all 4 of the ghouls perks. Particularly batteries included. I'd never see that. Oh, nowhere to hide. And where's Scourge Hook Pain Resonance? Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. Perfect. That leaves us with 6 points to spend. We can grab some other things. Ooh, windows. Let's grab windows. That's a good, like, safety perk to just sort of throw in there. Let me switch back to make sure we save this. So 5 points. Ooh, resilience. I'd love to take a resilience out of this. Like, you know what? I love playing up the frustration, but honestly, this was an amazing outcome for us. We're getting a shit ton of good perks here. I did already take a dead hard, right? I did, okay. Let's see. Ooh, empathy. Let's take empathy. So let's see, I rolled 10, I took 4, that was 6. Taking 1, that's 5. I'm going to take empathy, that's 4. We can take hyper focus, that'll put us down to 3. Let's take another decisive strike. We already have decisive unlocked, but putting another point towards it would be nice. So it gives us 3 points left with a decisive. Ooh, light-footed. We don't see that all that often. Let's take 2 points. Flashbang. We see flashbang a lot. Off the record, I don't think we see hardly ever because it's just not that good anymore. So we'll take that. Leaves us with 1 point. What do we spend that last point on? I think ideally it should be something that we're probably going to want to use more than once. Maybe made for this, but that's not very good on its own. We could take another dead hard. Because we see a lot of dead hards, and the reason why it might be a good idea to stock up on dead hards is it's a perk I don't like to use. And if we have 10 of them, I can like pretty freely spin those to unlock another perk if we need to. Okay, I think that's good. I think we spent the points. We got some good stuff. That's good. We got you know 4 more killer perks. Invocation's gone, but that's fine because invocation sucks. All right, what's a good perk for us to take that's just gonna be reasonable on its own? We can burn our windows. If we're running like single perk options, like windows is pretty good. It's all warm. I'm gonna take my jacket off. Why not? All right, there we go. We have some queue time coming up. Easy peasy. Oh, let's see. What is today? It's the 30th. Metroid Prime 4 comes out in a couple days. I actually need to get my Switch 2 updated and install it, get that game preloaded if possible, and see if I can get my game capture card set up again. I think it'd be pretty fun if I could stream that game deal. Since I am a massive fan of Metroid, this is a shirt of Samus beating Ridley. There we go. My biggest problem, honestly, is just getting the audio to me if I set that up. Because the headphones I use have an XLR connection, which is not really compatible with Switch, oddly enough. So I have to figure out the best way to go through that. I might be able to set it up so when I'm playing, I can actually just get the audio through the audio capture. That will go through the video capture. My only concern with that is there's probably going to be a delay if I do it that way, which would be great. So setting up some sort of alternative to that would be excelente. I'll check the box and see maybe if I have the adapter for this that connects it to that audio. The downside is if I do that, I won't be able to hear myself in my headphones, which is also kind of shit, but best in slot Nia Carlson, that makes sense. Someone plays some MMOs. That's actually the only place I'm familiar with the phrase BIS. I don't think I've ever seen it used anywhere else. What do we got? 2 secret offerings? Suspicious. I don't like secret offerings. I mean, actually, I do like them as a concept in the game. I just don't like seeing them because they make me nervous. Okay, after this game, I have to go get some water. It takes a couple minutes. It's a half-gallon bottle. It just takes a while to fill it. So I will be gone for a few minutes to go fill it after this game. It's not something I can do quickly. Healing. This icon marks the survivor that is currently doing the healing action. I haven't got the maps. I haven't got this map since it was reworked, actually. So that's pretty cool. This is a great time for me to have Windows equipped since I do not know how this shit's laid out. Someone just did bones. Is there a gen in here? No. Gen right here. Yeah, you can see the lights are flashing on this hall. Ooh, okay. Alright, we have a Myers. That's kind of scary for this map. Is there a reason I can't see the down? Oh, because it's in the hallway right over there. So it's... Okay, there it is. Blocked by the other... Well, this might be kind of a quick match. Risky. Yeah, he dropped Chase to go try to cut off the rescue, I think. I love that that worked somehow. I mean, my options were pretty limited there to try to save you. I'm sorry. This is a bad start. A very, very, very bad start. I struggle to think of a worse start I've had in a game of DBD in some time. Son of a bitch. Well, that'll block it from regressing for a bit. Advanced pain resonance. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of this place. Fuck a duck. Yeah, you're just getting that stock. Okay. Genuinely tired of getting hit over pallets. This game needs hit validation. Like if I stun the killer, I shouldn't go down. I don't know how else to put it. I shouldn't lose a health state if I stun the killer and they're on the opposite side of the pallet. It just shouldn't work that way. What the fuck was that lag? Oh, damn. He does have kind of high ping. That probably helps. Anyways, this is a big GG's. We lose windows and we are not going to be gaining any perks, more than likely. Not the time to be doing totems or taking hits when you're on death hook. Really? Like, girl, you're dead. This isn't a good play. I'm tempted to not count this because they're literally just giving up. Like they're just throwing the game to throw it. And I have an Ada going around just partially cleansing totems repeatedly. That's all she's done all game is cleanse totems. Those are chatter about Stranger Things too. Apparently Vecna. It's gonna be Vecna again. Remember how they released Vecna from Dead by Daylight, from Dungeons and Dragons? Well, now they're introducing Vecna from Stranger Things, from Dungeons and Dragons. Since that's where that Vecna came from too. So it's Vecna 2. Again. Listen, I'm not going to pretend I understand this. But that's what be happening. All I could do was just admit defeat. But are you looking forward to it? Are you looking forward to... We're also getting a survivor. I don't know who that survivor is going to be. I obviously want it to be the pool boy. He's spamming it. He's spamming his ability. What? You can hit over that? That's cool. I did not know that. Aww. I didn't know you could do that. Well, if Rick gets hatched somehow, we will still get a D4 and maybe give it some perks. He's not going to escape, I get the feeling, because he got grabbed out of a locker. And that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll get you killed when you get grabbed out of a locker. Speaking from experience, all right, not a safe place. Game. All right, so we get nothing. We lose windows of opportunity. Seems to be the running theme. I mean, the upside is we just kind of have a slight surplus of survivor perks because I'm really only spending them one at a time. But not a great surplus. We just have some. I'm gonna burn off the record next because I'd rather have the armor reading block. I guess that's valuable. Yep, endurance. R will not be revealed. No grunts of pain. We love not having grunts of pain. Well, today I learned you can hit over that railing. Is it like the sort of thing where if I had been hugging the side of the wall on the left, it wouldn't have worked, or is it just straight out? You're just getting hit there. If they know to swing like that. Oh wait, I need to get water. Hang on. I will be right back. Give me a moment. Wait a minute. So I guess it takes longer 2 minutes to fill my water bottle. That's exactly why I didn't want to queue up and go fill my water bottle, because I know it takes too long. But shit, Survivor's rough, ain't it? But we need to accrue plenty of killer perks. I think that's going to be step one. I'm revising my strategy here. I think every game maxing out how many killer perks we get is going to be the key to getting all the survivor perks. You know what else I've been playing a lot lately? I've been playing Cogmind a whole bunch again lately. That game is getting more and more interesting to me each time I boot it up. Never played Cogmind? It is a roguelike. Like, not light. So every time you die, everything resets. You don't get to keep things. Things don't move forward except for your own game knowledge. But you play as a little robot. You got to go around picking up parts and making your way up through multiple floors of this complex. And along the way, you have multiple ways of like approaching the threats on each floor. And a whole bunch of different like factions you can run into, and a whole bunch of different paths you can take, because each floor has like multiple exits you can go through that you have to find. And like the key thing is like, so they have a health system, right, where you're a little robot, so you have a power core, and that's really your HP bar. But every part you put on covers your core. So you kind of want to cover yourself in parts, but then you also have to balance out your weight and your heat distribution and your energy generation. You have to, and each time you get shot, or each time you get damaged, essentially it takes a certain amount of damage to destroy a part, and then it can roll over. Any damage over that goes to the core if a part gets destroyed. And then there's also just a random chance that a part can be evaded, and all your parts can be evaded and your core can get hit. Which I think is decreased with the amount of parts you have equipped, so it behooves you to just like get shit tons of parts. So you're just like going through and like cannibalizing parts from like combat or from storage areas and just throwing them on, taking them off, like switching them out. It's a really complex inventory system for managing all of that. And the thing, like, I've gotten better at combat to where I can win a lot of the encounters I run into, but now I have to learn stealth so I can stay out of combat more often. Because if you keep getting in combat, you eventually will hit a point where, like, the alert level around you is so fucking high that the second, like, you get to a floor, like, a couple turns go by, they're like, there's a fucker on this floor right now. There's someone here. You need to dispatch a squad to go take a look, and then you just start hemorrhaging parts on each floor, and it gets rough. And there's like a huge array of weapons. It's like energy-based, like on the high level, there's like energy-based weapons, and then like standard projectile weapons, and you have explosive weapons, but then you also have weapons that are like really good at causing overheat against other robots, which will cause like parts to malfunction. Which the upside is like, it's a really quick way to kill them, but the downside is it's very energy expensive, and then parts that get corrupted aren't usable anymore. They're just broken. So if the robot drops them, they're just not any good. Now, of course, the other side is if you just blow them the fuck up all the time, then most of their shit's damaged or destroyed anyways. So there's costs and benefits, and I have to also have to get better at stat reading so I can figure out like what weapons to enable and disable against different threats. A Kaneki? Boy, I never see this killer. Ghoul is so rare. Y'all ever seen Ghoul before? Crazy rare killer. He's this really cool thing where he hits you and then he hits you again. It's really cool. It's really cool. Like most killers, they hit you and then they have to take a break and you gain distance, but he just gets to hit you and hit you. Remember Old Legion? Imagine that. Imagine Old Legion. That's Kaneki. Hey, Broken Chase, look at that gen. It did break Chase, look at that gen. Now here's the upside: we have a lot of progress split between a lot of gens. That can come out to mean something later. Hey, but you know it's not gonna mean shit if we keep taking the killer to every gen that's being worked on, is it? It's gonna be hard to fucking progress anything like that. I can't wait to be working on this gen, and then somehow like the next person's just like, I gotta take the chase over here. I noticed there was gen progress happening. We can't have that. I'm so sorry. I did not expect you there. Because it didn't even show you in chase. But I should have known, because guess what? I was working on a gen. Naturally, someone was going to take the chase to it. If someone wasn't even in chase, they were going to bring the killer there. It's miraculous. I have to check who's calling me. Oh, it's my mom. I actually have to take this. All right, sorry about that. That was my mom. My aunt's in the hospital. It's not looking too good right now, so I'm gonna end the stream. Sorry, y'all. I don't really feel up to keeping up the energy with that news. So I live too far away to go visit, and it just makes me sad. It's just it sounded very bad from what was said. So yeah. Have a good night, everybody.